you. How you doing? I hope everything's going well for you. I'm Candice from Happy Catastrophe, or Sister Minh Bao, and this is Matchstick Mouse, my lovely plushy matchstick, who I still have no idea who sent this to me. Nobody has confessed. So she's just a mystery, and she's here with me every day. I absolutely love her. This is my October plans video, and I know it's like I think this will be, the next time I get her into high-speed internet will be the 10th, so you'll see it on the 10th. And so that's kind of late to put out a plans video. I just had some technological issues with my computer. So now I don't. I got those fixed. And so you'll be seeing this on the 10th. And I have a lot to show you. Now, I'm not open to any more pages, but I have a ton of stuff chosen. And if any of these look like fun to you, please feel free to contact me and you can join in, whether I have a buddy or not. We can do it as a group. It'll be fun. All right, so Matchstick, let's set the scene. It's a cool night. I'm in my cabin, sitting on the floor at my coffee table at my living room, where I do all my coloring and filming and eating and sleeping and basically everything. Jack is asleep over there by the window. And instead of any kind of fancy water, today I have diabetes. I think you know that. And I have discovered that I've never liked sugar-free things because the artificial sweeteners also bothered me, but I'm learning to tolerate some of them. And I have found that Jell-O brand pudding, the box, comes in some sugar-free flavors. And some of my favorite flavors are sugar-free, like butterscotch and pistachio. They also have chocolate and vanilla and banana. And I have a bowl of banana pudding. A big bowl. Because I can make the whole box and eat it all by myself if I want to. I live alone. I probably won't eat the entire 2 cups of pudding that it makes, but it's pretty good. And I've never had the banana before. It's really good. So if you are watching your sugars, I highly recommend it. They don't taste fake like most artificial sweeteners do. They taste pretty good. And it's the first time I've had dessert, so I am just like buying up all the sugar-free flavors now. I'm just like making pudding like 3 times a week. It's like, yes, I can finally have dessert again. So it's wonderful. So hot tip for you. Okay, let me get Jack situated. He's coming closer to sleep behind me where he normally sleeps, on the couch. And let me get my books and let's get started. So, as you can probably guess, the spooky season / Halloween is my favorite time of year. My favorite time of year to color. And I have a lot of books and pages that match that theme. So it was really hard to choose. So what I did was I gave myself 2 parameters. Either A, it was a buddy that somebody wanted to color with me, or B, it was directly related to Halloween, because I can color spooky all year long, but I don't color Halloween all year long. So I like to get out books that are specifically Halloween related, because it's the only time I ever see them every year, because I'm definitely a seasonal colorist. And last year, I did the same, but I did it with different books. So this year, the year before last, this was my favorite book. So I have done, and you saw this when I inventoried the nice little town books. You knew that I was sick when I did that one. But you saw that I've done a ton in this book, and that's because this was one of the first books I ever purchased, and it is a favorite of mine. Well, I haven't colored in it. I don't think I colored in it last Halloween. Let me see. These were all 2 years ago, Halloween. Yeah, I don't think any of these were last year. I love this one with Batman and Spider-Man. So Disney, the artist formerly known as Disney Megs, got a hold of me and asked if I wanted to do some Halloween, and I watched her pages, and she sent me, I said I'd love to do it out of this book. She sent me a few pages, and only one of them that she sent me had I not colored yet, and that was this one. So we're going to do this one. This is Meg's Coloring Corner. And if you have this book and want to join in with us, you certainly can. This is a fun page. He's dressed like Hannibal Lecter, I think. Because see, there's the moth and the face and the mask. And he's going out to trick or treat. And in this book, all the little houses have little monsters and monster plants and stuff. And this is one of my favorite books of hers. And then it has like a real live monster, almost like a Death Note type monster coming up out of from behind the house, from the stem of the house, something. And he's just now noticing it. And look, he's cut, his balloon is a lamb with tape over its mouth. So it's Silence of the Lambs. Get it? It's a little hysterical. This whole book is wonderful. I'm really looking forward to doing this. It's probably one of the next ones I'm going to dive into because I've just done a couple of really intricate pages and I'm ready for something more easy and fun. But this book, it's all Halloween, and I highly recommend her Halloween books. She has 3. And when I say she, I mean Tatiana Bogema-Stolova. She has Nice Little Town Halloween. She has Nice Little Town Witches Halloween, which isn't about the mice, it's about a witch. And then she has Witches Halloween. And both of those are great. I have those 2 on PDF, and I have this one in the book. This book is about half finished, so yay. So that's what I'm doing with Meg's Coloring Corner. This one, I think this is with, and I just have to look to make sure I get my buddies straight, because this is with Veronica Dunn 66. And if any of you have buddied with Veronica, you know she colors really fast. So she's already done hers, but I have not yet. So this is the one we're doing because it's one of, I think there's 2 sort of Halloween-y themed ones in this book, and this is one of them. So we're doing this great cat with the magic hat on the pumpkin and his little fun bug. Isn't it cute? Now this is from, I didn't even say, from Happy Cat Sweet Colors. This is Angela Gonzalez, that wonderful artist with the books that have the terrible paper, but we all love her. And every single one of her books is fantastic. This was a gift to me from Mindy at Coloring with Cats Among Orchids, and I just love her so much. There's a Christmas one. There's all kinds of season ones in here. So I have done... Oh, don't tell me this is untouched. I'm pretty sure I did something in here. Didn't I yet? Yes. I did one where I tested mediums. So it wasn't necessarily great. But yeah, I tested the mediums there just to see what worked in here, because this is really thin paper. So this will be my first like make it look nice page. There's the moon and everything. I'm looking forward to this one. So if any of you have this book, Veronica and I would love to have you join us, I'm sure. Happy Cats, Sweet Colors. Okay, here's an invitation. Matchstick Mouse Halloween Coloring Book. This is completely untouched because it's Halloween and I got it between seasons, I believe, and it wasn't quite Halloween, so it's never been colored in. Now again, with Meg's Coloring Corner, the artist formerly known as Disney Megs, we're going to do this one with the bat upside down and the pumpkins. But here's another thing. I'm going to do as many of these in here as I can, because again, it'll get put away for another year. Last year, I spent, the book I pulled out to do as many as I could have out of was Chris Raniak's Halloween Scribbles, and I did 17. So this year, it's going to be this book. So if you want to join Meg and I on this page, that's great. Or if you have another page you want to do, hit me up, because I'm up for anything else in this book. These pages should be super easy because of the black backgrounds, and so I want to whip out a lot. I'd like to do these like in between my big pages that I'm working on, to just sort of like something quick and easy, because I'd like to get as many as I could done before Halloween season is over and this book goes back into my shelves. So yeah, so let me know if there's something in Matchstick Mouse Halloween you'd like to do. I'd love to do it with you. Okay, here's a book that's not a Halloween book, but has some pretty spooky stuff. It's Carolina Kubikowska, Her Circle of Nature. This book is one of my precious books. Precious. in my collection. This is a gift from Sarah Simi. She is just a beautiful soul, a wonderful human being, and has gifted me many beautiful things and made me cry many times. So out of this gorgeous book, this was one we just decided on. Dana, a Dabbler D, and we both love this season, and we have a lot of the same books. So we were like, what about something out of this book? Yeah. What about something out of this book? Yeah. We couldn't decide. We were like kids in a candy store. But we ended up picking out of Carolina Kubikowska's Circle of Nature, this one. She has a lot of spooky type pages, but this one, there's a cat and a cauldron and the stars and stuff. It just kind of really seemed more Halloween-y than anything else, any other of her pages. So that's what we chose, was this one, since it seemed kind of Halloween-y, the three-eyed cat and stuff. And I'm really looking forward to it. I played around with the Kuretake Gansai Tambi graphite paints in my horrific rendition of the Star Catcher in the Hannah Carlzon book that you guys all got to see last month. So I'm thinking about whipping those out again for this, because they are very dark and grungy, and I think that would work well for the background in here. But I'm not sure. We just decided this page just this week, and I haven't even had a chance to look at it. So I'm really looking forward to this one, though. So all these that I'm showing you are absolutes because they're buddies. And my coloring has changed from having just like a limit of 5 buddies and all the rest are pages I choose to being pretty much all buddies. And I actually love it. I think it's great. I do have this page that I'd like to work on, but it may not get worked on because it doesn't have the right vibe. But I'm in Jamie, at Jamie's Coloring Love. I'm in her Erie, this one, the World Heritage, A Journey Through Time coloring book with the woman with the suitcase. I'm in her group. We're going through this in order, but at our own pace. And so I finished, as you saw in my September pages, I finished the intro, but now is this crazy page. So I'd like to work, I would, in no way, shape, or form, I'm going to finish this. And I actually thought, and I would have to change my plans completely, but I actually thought about making it, it is at the Hall of Versailles, it's at the Versailles, let me read it again. Mirror Room in the Palace of Versailles. And this is a Marie Antoinette costume ball. I was actually thinking about making it a Halloween costume ball. That might be kind of fun, just make everything, still set in the same time period, but making it all more fall and Halloween colors rather than the pastel pinks and greens of the time. I don't know, but that would probably require more coloring. I don't know. I have some paper, because what I decided I was going to do was start paper piecing and color less in this page, but piece together their outfits, kind of like paper dolls. So their dresses would be different papers. And I have some really dark, fun papers. I might make it more of a nighttime Halloween ball. That would be fun. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I may not work in this at all this month. We'll see. But that is on the plate. Then I have one that I finished. This was not a buddy. Because it's the 8th, I've already started coloring. So you're going to see some pages that are started or even finished. But this one I just finished tonight. This is Mel Pomini Chatsapani Gyotu and her Enchanted Earth, which I love this book. I don't color enough of her, which is why I decided I needed to. Isn't her pages are crazy intricate, but they're so cool. I did this one. This was my one and only time I colored for Olga Rani's prompts, and it was Nest. I didn't send it in to her, but I did color it for the prompt. Then there's one of my favorite colorings of all time is in here. I did this one for Mermaid. It's got a lot of bling to it. I really do like this one. Those colors were inspired by my buddy. They're not usually colors I do. But the funny thing is they're very close to the colors of the other page. What? I don't remember starting that. I must have, because I think I got this new. Interesting. Interesting. I'm coloring and I don't even know it. I'll have to finish it. I don't like whips. I wanted to show you the snail. I know a lot of you have done the snail. Oh, here it is. This is one of my favorite pages I've ever colored. It was colored quite a while ago. It was colored when I first got the book. I used some metallic pen. It could be metallic chemie gouache, but I think it was before I got that set. And the rest is some kind of pencil. It was a long time ago, so it was probably Spear Farbens or Black Widows. I think it was Black Widows. But it's one of the few pages I've done almost whole, well, actually, all wholly in pencil. And so I'm kind of excited about it. I don't do that very often. That takes a lot of time and it's hard on my hands. But the one I did this for October is this. Now, I haven't put an edging on it or even decided if I wanted to. I was just going to put washi tape. So I haven't decided that yet. But I just finished it tonight. I've always wanted to do this page, but always thought it was really intimidating. And a lot of you have done this page. So you've seen it a million times. This is all alcohol markers. And then I have quite a bit of super golden marker outlining stuff. So it's really shiny, gilded looking. And that's kind of what I wanted, was the gilded look. And look, the little deer in there. I thought these were pomegranate seeds. So I colored them like that. And then I was like, oh, shoot, those aren't the pomegranate seeds. Those are pumpkin seeds. So I already had the red around it and there was nothing I could do about that. I guess I could have gone over with the brown, but oh well, I like the red. It goes with the page. This one was more fun than I thought it would be. I did it just because every year I say I'm going to do it for Halloween and every year I don't. So I made myself sit down and do it. And actually, I did it all almost in one evening. I did some finishing touches last night and tonight, but it almost all was done in one evening. It was very fun and easy. And because it's done in alcohol markers, which are fast for me. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. A lot of fun. So that was one of my pages that was planned and it's done. So you can't really join with me on that one, can you? But that one's done. And I still might do something to the edge, so I'll keep it in the pile. All right, this one is surprising. It's not a Halloween book, but my friend Sherry Denowitz, she wanted to do something out of this book. And because sadly, I only have ever done one thing out of this book, and that's here. I love this book. I don't know why I've only done one page. And I think I mentioned that like this summer or something, like quite a while ago. I mentioned that I've only done one picture in here, and that's so sad. So she's going to help me do another one. And we're doing the pumpkin house dinner party. So yeah, there's a pumpkin themed. It's not Halloween themed, but it's a pumpkin themed, and I'm really looking forward to it. This will be one I'll be starting soon. I just think this is adorable. Two little mices, I think. Yeah, so if you want to join with us, you can. And this is Matt Edwards' Tiny Worlds. Such a fun book. I really do love his artwork. So far we're still in the what I'm doing for sure's. Okay, in Mythomorphia, I've only done one page in Mythomorphia, finished it. And I believe, yes, it's this one. And I did it at Mermaid. So just this May is the first time I've done a page out of this book. And this is one of my two favorites. My two favorites of his, well, three. I like Alien Worlds, Mythomorphia, and Mythic World. Those are my three favorites of his. And I can't wait for the fairy nightmare one. But fairy tales, dark fairy tales. That's what it's called. I think I need more banana pumpkin. I mean, okay, hold on. Yeah, I just needed another bite of banana pudding. That's what I needed. Okay, Mythomorphia. I wanted to do the werewolf page. So I already started on it, folks, so you can see how far I've gotten. I'm using Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils that I like to call pigment sticks. And I'm doing the werewolf. He's not at all what I thought he would look like. I had a completely different idea in mind, and yet this is what it's turning out to be, and I really, really like it. It's turning out to be kind of realistic, which I was going to make it sort of unrealistic with flames and fire and stuff, and that's kind of what the feathering was going to be, but then it turned out to be just basically highlights. So I don't know what it's going to turn out. I just keep going. The background is black soot distress. It's the same. The Tim Holtz watercolor pencils, which are, you can't see because this is what I'm using. I use this comes with it, and I use it as the palette, and then I clean it off when I'm done with just water. But I'm using these colors, so that's why they're still on there. It's these 4 or 5 colors I'm using right in here. I have only 3 of the sets. I desperately want the other 2 set. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I only have 3. They have a 4 and a 5 now, and a 6. I would like to have the whole set. But these match up to his distress ink. So black soot is black, and there's barn door, and campfire one is the red one. The fossilized amber and mustard seed are the yellows I'm using. So I'm mixing them. And so the background was black soot and villainous potion, his really deep purple, kind of splotchily put on. So you can see it's mostly black and purple in there. Because I just didn't want it just black, so it's black and purple. Because he was going to be like red and yellow flames. But when I started mixing the reds that I have, because I don't have the full set, are more of a, they're these reds. They're not, bright reds. They're barn door, crackling campfire, and fired brick. I think he has a brighter reds in one of the other sets, but I didn't have that. And so when I started mixing them, the reds turned out more with a brown tone to them. And then when I put them over I had already underpainted the dark parts. When I put them over that, it really ended up becoming this russet brown that looked like, the real colors of I was listening to a book that had werewolves in it, and one of them was a russet brown wolf. And so I think that might have influenced me as well, because I was listening to that while I was painting this. And so it's really turning out to be more of a russet brown colored beast, and I actually really like it. I'm having a lot of fun. Kirby's pages love Tim Holtz and vice versa. So I tend to do a lot of Kirby pages with the Tim Holtz watercolor sticks. They're one of my favorite mediums too. And then I'm working with the bats. I'm doing black Sakura glaze and the silver golden markers on them. That's what the bats are going to be. But yeah, I'll be working some more on this tonight probably. This has been several days. This is just something I'm doing daily. I'm doing big chunks of. So you'll see that at the end of October. That's the werewolf. And if anybody wants to color that with me, I'm only about halfway done if you'd like to join with me. But I know it is a big page. It's daunting. Here's one I do not have a buddy with. This gorgeous Hannah Carlzon book. I love spirit animals so much. This one is a gift from Carrie Kay Carey, my friend. And I love this book because the 2 pages relate to each other. And when I like to do that when I'm coloring a single page, to also do the other page if I can. And this makes sense. And plus it's very spiritual. It's very neat. So I'm going to be doing this witch page. Now, I will eventually do this page, but probably not at the same time because I have so much on my plate. But maybe I'll work on this, especially if I use paint, because while something's drying over here, I can be working over here. I do not have a buddy for this page. So if anybody would like to do this out of Spirit Animals, I just think it's gorgeous. I can't wait to do her. I'm thinking maybe green hair, but I'm not sure. Anyway, gorgeous page. Yeah, so if you would like to do this with me, Anna Carlzon, Spirit Animals. I love this book. Thank you, Carrie K. And it's an untouched book, too. So it'll be my first page there. Now, if I can get to it, I just purchased this. I have not had this book, and I've seen you all join in Christina Art Corner's Witch Cat Spooky. Maybe I need more pudding. Witch Cat Spooky hashtag, and they're all great. I love the coloring, but I never realized how good the paper was, and then it's single-sided. I mean, this is a really fun book, and there's so much you can do with it because they are rather simple drawings. You get big, busy ones like that, but then you get simple ones like that. So this month's page that Christina has chosen is this one, The Cat Sweeping Out the Ghosts. So I'm excited. It could be a very simple page. It could be more of a challenge if you want to like do something to the background and something fancy to the cat. So, and you can, I'm going to practice, like she said in her October plans video, I'm going to practice the transparency effect of the ghosts. So, her name is Delilah, the witch cat. It says, every morning she sweeps the friendly, mischievous ghosts outside. So I'm definitely going to try to hit this one, if I can, with the hashtag. So if you guys have this book, you know, you can join in on the hashtag at Christina's Art Corner. All right. We're starting to get into, there's a few here that might be maybes. This one is a I will do it if at all possible, because this book, whoa. I didn't even know this book existed, and it was gifted to me. The thing is a beast. It's beautiful. Kathy from True Knot Cat gave this to me, and they're single-sided. They're gorgeous. It's Thunder Bay Press, so the paper is great, and it's just, they're super intricate. They remind me a lot of Francois Gautier's coloring or artistry, but it's not him. And I love every single one. These are going to be like fine liners, you know, things like that. Oh, she's beautiful. But I decided the only way I could decide was I chose the one that was the most Halloween-y, because I figured all the others I can do any time of the year. So this page is called Trick or Treat. She is actually, look at that gorgeous hat she's got on. She is actually this just magnificent witch. I think she's either clothed in tattered rags or fire. I'm not sure. I think you could make it either one. And then she's got these fantastic pumpkins behind her. This is just a gorgeous page. So this is definitely happening for me. I saw that Christina and Christina's Art Corner in her October plans had this one in mind. I have offered to buddy with her if she does choose this one. But if anybody else has this book, because I know it's starting to become popular, it's illustrated by Tabreth, which is not her real name. It's just what she goes by. Her real name's actually in here. But yeah, I mean, this is phenomenal. And I think you can make this less detailed. I mean, you can do her dress just as her dress. You don't have to do every single little thing. You can color it how you want. Same with the leaves and the pumpkins. The most detailed thing is like her face, hair, and hat. But it's just her artistry style puts in every little line, so it makes it look very detailed. But I just think she would be just so cool in like vibrant yellow or vibrant red or something. She'd just be gorgeous. So yeah. So this is happening. And if you have Dark Fairies by Tabreth, I got this off Amazon. It's Thunder Bay Press, which I love all their books, and just fantastic. Oh, isn't he magnificent? Woof. Yeah, great book. just reach out to me if you want to do the trick or treat page, it's called. Trick or treat. So if you want to do that page, get a hold of me. Okay. What would Halloween be without a Mythagoria or two? So I have 2 pages in here. One is a whip that I need to finish, which is this one, my crinkly one, because I've done so many water medium treatments on it. I need to finish him. I have done this one. This was the steampunky guy I did. This was last month. This was a buddy with Poet Spice that I did this one. I've done that one. And now, I brought you in too far. And now, gonna do this one. Now, there's a group of us doing this. There's 4 of us currently doing this. This is a really cool page and straight up Halloween. I mean, that's the Headless Horseman. And probably the best rendering of the Headless Horseman that I've ever seen. I mean, that is fantastic. I absolutely love this artist, Alessandra Fusi. She used to be impossible to color, but she's really calmed herself down and now making images that are so colorable. She's quickly becoming one of my favorite Mythagoria artists and mythographic artists. So I think this is her first Mythagoria, though. So, and it's just beautiful. I don't know if you've seen this book, but every page is just, her artistry is fantastic. So if you would like to do the Headless Horseman with us, this is going to be a really fun page, including me. There's 4 of us. Just let me know and I'll bring you into the group chat. We're on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram and want to do it, excuse me, you still can. We can communicate some other way. But it makes sense. I think most of my buddies are on Instagram because that's where we post our buddy colors. So I think pretty much all of you are on Instagram. Yeah, cool. So that's Mythagoria, Poison and Passion. Definitely let me know if you want to do the Headless Horseman. Okay. Now this is with my friend Kathy at True Not Cat. This is that book that I did a really long flip through of and basically bust up over and over and over, completely lost it because this book is so strange and so fun. I absolutely love it. The paper is delightful. It's just, so Kathy at True Not Cat ended up getting this book too. Actually, I think I got a few of you after seeing my flip through went and bought it, and I'm sorry. I'm creating chaos, but I hope you love it. If you did, and you want to join us on these buddies, Kathy and I like this so much that we're going to gradually just work through this book. These pages are really easy to color. So she picked 3 to choose from to do this month, and I said, why don't we just do one this month and just do the other 2 as we can, like November and December maybe. Maybe we'll do one a month. Maybe we won't. I don't like to commit to a page in a book every month because if I did that, I'd never have anything else to color. I'd be so full of my pages. And sometimes I don't want to color in that book. And I don't ever want coloring to be a chore. I don't want it also to get bored of a book. But we have committed to the next 3 whenever we get done. So if we both finish the next one in November, we'll share it. But the first one we're going to do for October for sure is this one, Kodama. And this is one of the nicer spirits in this book. These are the keepers of the forest. At night, they inhabit the oldest trees during the day, leaving only at night, tending to the groves and blessing the land with vitality. Isn't that fun? So if you ended up buying this book because you thought it was amazing after my crazy flip through of it, and you'd like to do the Kodama with us, yeah, join me and Kathy on that. I'm going to make them glowing like neon. I never get to use my neons, so I think I'll make them glowing. I really like it. And then the next 2 we're going to do eventually when we get to it is Kendatsuba. Now this one is a nice spirit. It likes new perfumes and incense, and it'll come around. They're musicians and messengers of the gods. We just thought this was a really nice a really nice idea. They're protectors of children. So I thought that was a really nice spirit. So we're going to do this one at some point next. And then the next one we're doing is not that one, is Itsumade. Now, this one is sort of indicative of our times now. This one flies over areas where suffering and death are rampant, especially if there's nothing being done to alleviate the pain. So this is one is really part of the anxiety and pain and sorrow that we have in our world today. And so she thought that was very appropriate for our times. So this one is going to be all about the background, you know, because he's got a pretty simple design, but then that background. And since he hangs around, you know, areas of sorrow and death and war, I think I'm gonna make the background very dark and stormy. But so that's another one. So those are the three we're doing. And then I think I'm picking the next three or something. We'll see what happens. We're going to have fun. We're just going to have fun doing this book. But this is the one we're going to do this month, if you'd like to join and do Kodama with us. And this is the Strange and Frightful Yokai Coloring, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite books in my collection. Definitely a favorite book. All right. Okay, here's Magical Woodland. Now, I really, really, really want to get to this. I don't know if I will. The priorities are the buddies. If I get all the buddies done, then I'll start moving on to my B list, which is not a B because it's lesser than, but just the non-buddy list. And Magical Woodland is one I'd love to get to. This book is another favorite of mine in my collection. Its paper is almost cardstock. And this was also a gift from my very dear friend Rachel at Jelly Starburst. Hi, Rachel. I love you so much. But this is it's like cardstock, single-sided. This book, I think, should be in everyone's collection. It's so much fun. I mean, it's this sketchy artist style, but it's all witchy. Like every single page could go for Halloween. I have done this page already. This is probably one of the few that it isn't witchy and Halloweeny in the book. That's a fairy. I'm having a hard time deciding which one I want to do this Halloween, though. I've kind of settled on maybe I have three that I'm trying to decide from. And if someone wanted to buddy, that would probably make my decision. And I also love this book. Look at that. It's sewn bound. Oh, it's everything a book should be. This Sleeping Witch Cat. The only reason I might not do this one is because I'm already doing Spooky Cat, and he looks a lot like Spooky Cat, and I'm not sure I want to do another cat. It's also very detailed. So there's that one. There is, I've got these marked. This one, I love that grumpy looking witch. I think she's great. And she's stirring a potion of bones and stuff, and got a bird there and hanging herbs. That one. I picked the most Halloween-y looking ones, but really anything can work. And then at the very end, I kind of took my marker out of it because I don't think I want to do it after all, is, several of you have mentioned this one too, is the potions guy who's sleeping, who makes magic potions. But that's also an option. I kind of really like the sleeping cat one though, and this one. They're just all so much fun. There's a really fun one of the witches, of the witch kids. I like it that so many of them are sleeping. This one's fun. It's a penguin witch sitting out reading a book with tea. But I was kind of picking the ones that looked very Halloween-y. This one with these kids with their hats on, but it's not because it's Halloween. It's because they're witches and they're going to school, I think, or something, because she's got her backpack on. That one's kind of cute, too. So, options. This book is just so fun, it's hard to choose a page, but I would really like to do something out of this book. Okay. All right, 50 Spellbound Woodland Scenes. Another one that I don't think I have a buddy in. If I have a buddy with you in this book, because something's nagging at me like I do, please let me know. I am coloring in this book this season, but I don't think I have a buddy for October. This was a gift from Christy with Color with Christy. And this book is great. This was my very first and only Camellia Angelkova book. And then I was gifted the Ocean, the aquatic spellbound book. And I love these because they're framed. And I've decided that if I feel like coloring this book, I'm going to pick it up, look through it, and find one that's Halloween. So I already did that. I felt like it. And I colored this one. And that one's going to be on Instagram here pretty quick. I was going to add some pencil shading to it, but then I decided that's not what these pages are about for me. So I didn't. I did give her some silver in her hair. And I like it just like it is. I like it looking cartoony and non-realistic. So I finished that. That was finished a few days ago, but I didn't know it was finished until I opened it up this evening to look at it. And I'm like, yeah, that's finished. And she's sweet. I did tag in a few others that it looked Halloween-y. This little ghosty girl does. But there's a lot in here that could be used. I love this one, the little wizard guy. He's fun. So many of them are pumpkins that, like, look at that. That's straight up Halloween. So I figured, you know, if I feel like getting into this book, I'll pick it up, find another Halloween one and do it. But that's when I did the other last month. There's some. There's so many in here that could be used that I'm going to do a few in here. But I've got another book that I'm going to do even more. And I've also got, so this book and Matchstick Mouse's Halloween, I'm going to try to do a lot in. Especially those Halloween ones. And then I got another gift. Now, I didn't film the opening of this one because I thought I had ordered a book, but I didn't. I don't know why I thought that. I'm a little low on cash right now. I'm not doing much ordering. But when I opened it, there was no note. So I thought, oh, I did order this because I want this book. I wanted this book so bad that in my mind or in my dreams or in my somewhere I thought I'd ordered it. And then the person who gifted it to me reached out to me. Oh, hold on, I need another bite of pudding. I love that pudding. Anyway, feeling better now. So this was a gift from Sarah again, Sarah Simi Bonham, who she had just forgotten to put a note into it. So I was like, no, I didn't get a gift from you. And she said, well, it said it arrived Wednesday. I said, wait a minute. Did you give me Annie Day? And she said, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. This book, I think I like even better than the first one. This one is really cozy and beautiful and wonderful. And in this book are 4 or 5 Halloween pages. The first one being this. So I have decided to do every single Halloween page that's in this book. Now, I didn't mark them all. I love this one. Look, that's little Matchstick. Matchstick is visiting her, and she's doing her potions too. I haven't heard that Annie's a witch too, but I think she's just really a cozy, wonderful homemaker. Here's one with pumpkins and scarecrow. So there's another one I'll be doing. Trying on clothes. Oh, she's so cute. And these clothes have little witch. Now, this dress does have little witch cats, and there's a candle, but that could be done at any time. Those are candy corns. I think I'll save that too. Oh, this book is so adorable. Oh, I love the cozy pages like that. That'd be a great one for November. Oh, she's just so much fun. Okay. So I think there's ones with pumpkins. That's another one we can do. Here's just fall. And this is another one we have to do. So that is her all dressed up like a nurse, I think, or something. She's dressed up. And then she's got all the Halloween decorations. So that one definitely has to happen. So any of these that are like, oh, she's holding a stuffed matchstick. So cute. Any of these that are absolutely Halloween, I'm going to do. So everyone in here, there's another one. We got to do that one. So definitely, if you want to buddy with me, if you have this and you want to buddy on one of the Halloween pages or more, just hit me up. I'm going to do these because I really want to get all the Halloween ones done in here. Such a great book. So thank you, Sarah. I'm going to bust these out in honor of you, giving me so many beautiful gifts. Oh, that one. She's riding a broom, winking at us. We have to do that one. So, yeah, get a hold of me if you want to do a Halloween one out of any day. All right. So, this one was a buddy that was set up a couple months ago. This is with Tamara at Big Beach Lover. And, you know, I love this book. And I've only done like one out of it, right? Not that one. I've only done this one. I think that's right. Although every time, no, that's not right. I did the Kenny Rogers guy. I swear he looks like Kenny Rogers. I did that one too. I love this circus book, this scary circus book. That's all I've done in here. So the one I'm doing with Tamara is here, the clowns. And I'm looking forward to it. Although I'm kind of indifferent about clowns. I don't like them or dislike them, but I love coloring them because their faces have so much paint on them. You can color. It's not like coloring a real face. I mean, you can put all the paint on it and it's a much easier profile or portrait to color because he's got paint on it. Now, if you want to do special effects, like he's got a lot of wrinkles, and I like to make these guys look dingy and dirty a little bit, so I'll be doing that to his face. But here's a giant snake that's coming around, and he's holding a puppet of a clown. Yeah, and then the clown outfit. This will be a very colorful page. So very spooky. All of the Mythagorias are great for Halloween, but this one is particularly spooky and gory. This one and Fabiana's most recent one are the goriest Mythagorias there are. This, yeah, I was surprised that Fabiana reached Fausto Bianchi levels of gory because this one is gory, but definitely looking forward to that one. Okay, then we have the hashtag LoveMonsters24. This is put on by Ashley, A Perfectly Imperfect Color, and she picks a page every month. And this month she's picking the Halloween page out of here, which is this one. Now, I love coloring these. These are so easy. This was September. Was the bubble bath, and then this was October, or what's before? Let's go the other direction. August. Calendars are hard. This was August. So gonna do October for this one. Super easy. You can finish these in an evening. I try to use up older markers because this paper does suck up the marker. So, and I do these in alcohol markers. So, because it is really thin paper. I mean, you can see the page behind it. I mean, it's super thin paper. But I just use alcohol markers on it. Now, on this really thin paper, alcohol markers really bleed. So I'm still getting used to the bleed through. So I try to, when I'm coloring, I try to end up before the line so that because it spreads for quite a bit. And then give it some time. And then if it still hasn't gone to the line, I'll add a little bit more color, but it spreads. But I try to use older markers that from cheaper older sets that I have, just random markers. So that's why mine are kind of odd colors, because I don't want it would suck up all my expensive Copic ink to use Copics on these. So I try to use older markers. And there's some Copic in here, but I do try to use, now see, there's a lot of bleed over. Yeah, it's really hard to control the alcohol markers. I might see how water-based markers look, but I think they'd be too streaky. Anyway, fun. Looking forward to this one. Definitely check out. This is a fun book. I don't even mind the thin paper. It's just fun to color. Then I have a buddy with Coloring Biker Mama, Yolanda, who I haven't had a buddy with in a few months. And this big book of Halloween Autumn coloring book by Molly Harrison is so awesome. Unfortunately, because it is seasonal, I don't color very often in it. And it's huge. It's huge. I've only done 2 pages in the whole book. That's embarrassing. I've done this one, holding the kitties, like a couple years ago. And then I did this one last year. I like her. And that's all I've done in this whole book. 2 pages. And these are fun to do and easy. Alcohol markers, totally you do alcohol markers. So Yolanda and I, we chose this one. She went through the whole book. Thank you, Yolanda, for doing that. And picked out 3 or 4 or 5 of the most Halloween looking ones, or ones that called to her. And we both agreed that this one was awesome. So it's got everything. It's a graveyard, and there's a cat and a witch and a moon. And she's holding, these probably pumpkin lanterns, I think. Some kind of a lantern. And I'm really looking forward to doing this. I was looking at it tonight and coming up with colors. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. So much fun. Do any of you guys have this book? This is a great book. Have you done many pages in it? Because, it's all Halloween, really. That's what it is. It's so fun. Why have I not done more pages in here? I do not know. They're really big, so you need a lot of ink. That's part of it. She's such a beautiful artist. So, yay! I'm really excited. I'm getting one done in there. Okay. This book, I'm breaking into it for the very first time. Now, this book is a buddy with Paula, Coloring Mom. I love doing buddies with her. This was a gift. Is this cover not the coolest thing ever? It's shiny and slick. This is really fun. Now, this is Alan Robert. I don't have a lot of his books. I have his Tarot book, and I have this book. I am not a big fan of him as much as most people are. I'm not drawn to his Guliana stuff. I love to look at it, but I just don't think I could color it very well. This book, though, ooh. This is a gift from Stephanie Napolitan, which, thank you, Steph. This is such a cool book. So I'm breaking into it for the first time with Paula. She's already finished her page. She said it was so fun when she got started, she couldn't stop. So we're doing this. Ooh, I just broke it open. There we go. Ooh, I hate doing that, but you have to. We're doing this double page. It's the Swamp Thing. I know I've asked this before. Is this the creature from Black Lagoon, or is this the Swamp Thing? Anyway, she's done hers already. It's absolutely fantastic. And now I have to get on it. I'm very excited. I know I'm doing a couple double page spreads. That's why I'm starting on them so soon. But this one is neat, huh? I think this is one of my favorite pages in the book. This book is great. I find the pages more colorable than some of his others. He likes to put lines and dots and everything, but this one has a little less of that. And it's just 5 of some of my favorite. Phantom of the Opera is one of my favorites. It's just 5 of my favorite. Oh, that's another one I really like. He's going for her legs. Eek. Yikes. So it's 5 of my favorite monsters, and I can't wait to do it. I just cannot wait, but I got to get the colors down. I'm not exactly sure. I might look up some reference photos because I really want to. And Paula made the water look like it's glowing, which I also want to do. So, yes, excited about that page. Yeah, breaking it really does bend the front cover. But if any of you are interested in doing that as well, you can join us. And then, in this fantastic book, I do not have his newest, too, and I've seen some pages from it, and it's great. If you're new to Francois Gautier, he's fantastic, but he tends to make pages that are technically fantastic and beautiful to look at and impossible to color. So his first one, which is just dark art, and then he has dark art Gothica. right? I thought he had 5. And then he has Supernatural. Nope. He has Dark Art and Dark Art Gothica. Those both are great books, but they're almost impossible to color, except with just fine liners. Supernatural was when he started calming down a bit, like I like to say, and making pages that can be colored. Now, I've colored a few. Now, this is like cardstock, and it also comes out of the book. But the pages, it's still his detailed style, but he's giving us some room to color. Oh, that's a neat page. And I really, really like this. Ah, look at that guy in the window. I love this book. So I've done already a couple in here. I did this one. There's a lot of glittery stuff in here, and I really had a lot of fun. They're not hard to color. Oops, yeah, it's almost all the way out. It's a small book, and they're single-sided, so I use lots of alcohol marker, and which I couldn't in the first two because they're just too detailed. But this one was absolutely colorable. And then I wanted to do that one. And then I did this one, which did come out totally for Mermaid this year as a buddy. That was a lot of fun. Again, it's just mostly alcohol marker. And the paper is so good. It comes out because it's glue bound. But there is a group of 4 of us so far, maybe 5 now, doing this page, the Wendigo. And you know I love Wendigos. I've colored a few of them in different books. So we're doing this one. If you have Dark Art Supernatural and would like to do this fun and spooky page, it shouldn't be too hard. The background's done for you. Let me know. I'll add you to the group. I'm really looking forward to this one. I've already got ideas. So neat. Neat book. And that's Dark Art Supernatural. So that's happening, and that's a group of us. Another group I'm involved with is this one. Now, let me get comfortable. I'm falling off my pillow. That happens. A Million Little Monsters here. We did, there was last month for Space Timber. I said that I wanted to do this page. And then in my coloring plans. And then a lot of other people contacted me and said, yeah, I did too. And then I saw some people who had coloring plans to do it. So we just all got together into a group to do it together. And then I did this one too, because I was just having fun. That same group said, hey, you guys want to do something for Halloween, since this is basically all Halloween. I mean, Million Little Monsters, any of the pages count. And we said, yes, but most of us had made our coloring plans. And I said I could do it if it was an easy page, because I really don't have room for any more pages. And then they all decided on this one. And I remember this is the one I wanted to do because it's small. There's no background. I think I can whip it out in one night, so that'll be great. There's another one, a couple others that people have chosen that they might actually do on their own. Oh, isn't it? She's so cute. See this, I mean, almost every page goes for Halloween in this one, but we're going to do this. So there's a whole group of us doing this page. So if you haven't done this already, I know it's a popular page and many people have. And you want to join with us, let me know, and I'll add you to that group, the Million Little Animals group. It's got quite a few people in it. Yay! I mean, Million Little Monsters, not animals. And then my last one that I definitely want, that I am working in for sure, is this one, which was gifted to me as well. And this is from Sarah Seamy, Sarah who spoils me rotten. This is a neat book, another spellbound book. So I am buddying 2 pages in this one with Evele at the Coloring Mermaid. And we both finished the first one already. So the first one we chose was this one. And I finished it and she finished it too. So I'll be putting it on Instagram here pretty quick, the 2 of us. This anglerfish is so funny. He's so funny. And I did have just like tried to make the critters kind of pop out. Now, Evele, she did hers. She made the the pumpkin glowing as well, but she made him glowing pink, and she did a really good job. And then the pink is shining off of the animals around, including the fish's eyes. It's brilliant. I decided to not do any of a glow effect. I was going to, but then I decided not to because I accidentally didn't. You have to plan that ahead of time. You can't go back and put glow in. It just doesn't work. But I did make the creatures glow. So there we go. But this didn't become the glowing beacon I thought it would be. So we've already done the first one. And now the second one we're doing this month is this one. We couldn't decide between the two. They're both so dang cute that we just decided we had to do both. So we're going to do this one, The Witch on the Broom. Now there are, I think those are, I don't know how many more Halloween ones are in this one. It's not like this woodland one where there's so many Halloween ones. So I think that's all the Halloween ones that are in this book. If there's another Halloween one, oh, there's one right there. I might try to get to it, but I doubt it. I'm going to be working in the woodland ones more. So we're doing the two big Halloween ones in this book. So yeah, I love this book. This book is fun. It really is. Both of these Spellbound books I really, really like. They're the only two Camellia Angelova ones I have. Although I'm really interested in the ghostly one she's got out right now. Is it Spellbound? Or is it Ghostly Miniatures? It's the one she just put out. Okay. Now, for things that are, if I can get to it. I do have this book, the ongoing one that I talked about in my September finished pages. I'd like to do a little bit on the second page, get started. My buddy has finished her second page. I haven't even started my second page, so I'd like to do just a few things on that, get a start on it. I have, what else is over here? I thought about doing some in Matchstick Mouse Autumn because I only have that done. But I'm going to be doing as many as I can out of Halloween. So I don't think that will work. But I will leave it sitting around. But I just, I think I want to work out of the Halloween one more. I do have Alien Worlds. Which will be, I'll be working on a page that you've already seen. So I'm finishing up The Lost Paradise. And then, okay, here's some that are probably not going to happen. But let me just show them to you. I haven't done anything in Spooky Girl for a long time. And I'd like to do this one with her brooms and her pumpkins. I do have a whip in here that I need to fix and finish. But I've done a few. This one, I need to fix and finish that. Maybe I'll do that instead. That would be faster, probably. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. And then I have, I have one here that looks like it bled through, right? Yeah, I did this one for Christmas last year. This was a lot of fun. This book is surprisingly really fun to color in. I mean, I don't know why. It's terrible newspaper feeling paper. Alcohol markers really spread in it. Not as much as the Angela Gonzalez, though. It's really big, but I love this book. Now, I have this whole spooky series, but this is the one I mostly color out of. And I'd like to do that if I could get to it. It's going to be on the bottom of the pile. Another one I thought of, but it might not make it this month, is out of one of my favorite Mythagorias, Vengeful Forest. This one I've probably colored the most out of. I think this is the Mythagoria I've colored the most out of. I do love this Mythagoria. It's just really, really fun. Very gruesome, but it's all nature. Yeah, I've colored quite a bit out of this one. I love that one. That was a fun buddy to do. So the page I'd like to do that haunts me in my dreams is this one. It's like pilgrims standing on trees that have been chopped down. Like there's a stump there. And they're like, and there's all these hands reaching out to them from the trees. And they seem to be just standing in a trance. So I kind of thought of them like like at witch trial times, like the religious zealots, you know, they're all dressed exactly the same. And it's almost like they've become mesmerized by the forest who's reaching out to them and, you know, claiming them, taking them back. It's like vengeful. Well, it's called Vengeful Forest. This whole book is. So this one is always, it's probably the least gory of any of the pages in here, but it scares me the most. And so I would really like to do it because this page scares me. Not many pages do, but this one does. And I'd really like to do it. I just don't know what I would do yet to make it, because everything is so same. They're dressed the same. The trees are the same. The hands are the same. Like maybe it would be a minimal color palette, but I don't know. But I would like to do this one at some point soon because it kind of bugs. It's always in the back of my mind. It's a Vengeful Forest. And then just some honorable mentions. I mean, I'd really like to get to this one, but it's probably not going to happen. This is again a Molly Harrison. This is her cute stuff, and it's heavily grayscaled. So this is kind of like that Dimensions, Francois Gautier Dimensions book that I talk about a lot. All the shading's in there for you, so you just have to color it. So it's really fast and easy. There's no shading at all in any of this. Molly Harrison has provided it for us. And the pages come out looking fantastic. I love them. They're no-brainer coloring. The brightness and the darkness she's put in there for you. So I've done quite a few in here, and I'd like to continue on. See this? People see this and they're like, I don't know what to do with it. You just color it. Alcohol markers are the best thing. Just all over it, and that shading will come out. The moon will glow, the glow of this will glow, her face will glow, her hair will glow. It'll look really neat. So I've been doing this in order just because I like all the pages and can't really decide. So, oh, that one would be fun. Ooh, I'd really like to do that. Yeah. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get to this book. And then, what I'm pretty sure won't happen, but I would love to have happen, is out of this Tolkien book. Now, this was also a gift. This was a gift from Tamara, Big Beach Lover. I think this came from Tamara's own collection. It was a book she wasn't using. And this is Tolkien Creatures, and I would just love to do Smeagol, the Gollum. There's so much in here that would work. There's some this is great paper, but it is double-sided, so you can't use alcohol markers. But I don't know if I would use them anyway, but it's just such great artwork. It's a really, I think it's a fantastic book. Yeah, there's so many scary things in here that could be used for Halloween. Like, look at these guys. I thought about these guys as well. That's Mother Earth. But Smeagol, he's terrifying in his own way. Yeah. Anyway, I would like to get to this book soon. Sooner than later. That was a lot. Is there anything else? Is there anything else that I thought I might do? No, there is not. There is not. However, I have another giveaway. So if you've stuck around to the end of this video, lucky you. Because I have Jen Katz, who is a wonderful artist. I have many of her pages downloaded off of Etsy. And I purchased this directly from her Yes, I purchased this directly from her. And I love it. I think it's above me. It is not. It is something I would rather someone else color and then let me look at it. So let's go through this book. This is straight from the artist, and you can get some of these images in a recent Coloring Heaven that she's in. You can get some of these images downloaded off of her website, off of Etsy, but there's many in here that are only in this book. So this is Autumn is My Favorite Color by Jen Katz, and yes, sorry, this page is in there. It's a tall book, and it opens from the top. It's single-sided, so you can use whatever you want on it. The paper is very good, and they're fun. Some of it is reminiscent to me of Tatiana Bogomolova, but a little less cartoony. But there are some houses in here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'll let you surprise you. But there are some houses in here. There's the front page. Whoa, look at all those leaves. These mushrooms have, there's eyeballs. It's a really neat book. I do love it. It's just, I want to give it to somebody. I haven't colored in it, and this little rabbit is floating on a leaf. It's just so cute. And I just think there are people out there that couldn't. This is a very famous picture of hers. I think it's in that Coloring Heaven. Here's the original one of it. It's I've seen this one done before with like glowing effects. It's really, really cute. This would be good for Halloween. But anyway, there's a couple in here that are great for Halloween. So I want to look at that. Can you see? It's hard to show you. And it's hard to show you how wonderful this book is. Here's one that's landscape. Isn't that neat? Like she's walked through this archway of rock, and she's coming along this path, and she's seeing where someone's been camping out, basically, making hot mugs of pumpkin something to drink. It's really neat. There's a lot, all of it is scenes, woodland scenes. There is a few pages like this in the middle where you can test colors, or you can color these things and cut them out and use them, which is probably what I would do with it, is I would use them for various ephemera. And then it goes back to the scenes again. And then there's some that are a little less detailed. Now I have several of her pages off of Etsy, and I do color. I colored some last Halloween. But this is Jen Katz, and I just thought it's such a nice book. Wouldn't it be nice if someone had that in their collection? Because not everybody gets to have nice books in their collection. So, yes. If you are interested in Autumn is My Favorite Color, just when you comment down below, put AC, Autumn Color, AC, at the end of your comment, and we'll draw one. Jack and I and Poppy the Rooster will draw a number later this month. Since this is coming out on October 10th, we'll give it to like the 20th or 25th, and I'll pin a message and also put a video out when it's been given away. But we just do a random number generator and just pick one of, I go down, I number all your comments and who want the AC book, and the random number generator picks one. So, yes, this is my second book giveaway. I do have a small stack of books that I'll be giving away randomly. And this one is a lovely one with a really nice cover. So thank you if you've stuck it out to the end. If you want this book, remember, put AC on your comment. Matchstick Mouse and I, and Jack, who is snoring behind me in case you've heard him at all. Did you hear him? There he is, he's snoring. He's so cute. We wish you a very happy October and hope that you are having a wonderful spooky season. Please do get hold of me if any of those pages you want to join in on a buddy, and take care of you. I love you. Bye-bye.